and a super good morning to each and every single one of you. As you can see, I'm dressed slightly different from a bike ride. That's simply because I tripped over a piece of something on the tarmac. Go figure. Anyway, bike ride done and dusted, and I've got just a bunch more minutes before I need to get ready for today, Wednesday's gym session. So why not jump off the bike, jump into my trainers, and head out for a little bit of a brick run. And because I was going to be testing out a little bit of you could call it hill repeats on uneven ground, hiking poles became the order of the day. Because after all, if we're going to use them in the race, we have to use them in training sometime. Anyway, today Wednesday, jam-packed day, bike ride, run, gym session. Then I'm going to smash out the content, try and finish off those 2 posts that I wrote in the bus yesterday, and then following on from that, smash out some additional content, obviously get my word count up to 2,000 words of new content today, and then, preschool is back in session, as you can hear. Anyway, so what we're going to do is get that content done, and then I have to stay awake until 2 o'clock in the morning so I can log in to the police website and book my appointment for next week to return all the way to Grenada to sort out my sister's visa application. Depending on how long that process takes, thanks to the guy at the friendly policeman that I spoke to yesterday, we at least have a little bit of a workaround to be able to make sure that my sister indeed does get her visa and is able to come and visit me and spend some time together on my birthday. The first time we've done that in over a decade. Actually, it's over a decade until the last time we saw each other. Anyway, let me wrap this up, hit the shower, get to gym, so that I can be getting to be as productive as possible, as quickly as possible. Apologies for any wind noise. I hope it's not too bad and you can at least still hear what I'm saying. Speak to you later. Hi there, I'm not quite at the end of a super long night, but it is definitely getting there. I'm in between 2 Project 24 sessions at the moment. I've finished the content work hour, where my target for the content work hour was editing 4 YouTube videos, and probably by the time you see this, you would have seen on my channel that there's the long form video that I edited and published yesterday, and 3 shorts. So I hit that target, plus I had, while the videos were rendering, I was punching out a little bit of written content. My total written content for the day, 2,032 words, so once again, we hit the 2,000 mark. It's going to be super interesting when I get to do my Writing Like Stephen King challenge, because Stephen King's bare minimum for a day is 6 pages in Scrivener, and Scrivener is about 500 words a page, so it's about 3,000 words of content is his bare minimum daily target. because the reason why he says that is 360,000 words is about a novel, and if he does 3,000 words a day, he can finish a novel in 90 days. Simple formula, that one. Anyway, speaking of Stephen King, and by the way, as far as that Stephen King challenge is concerned, writing like Stephen King, there are a couple of things that I will probably find a little bit difficult. I might not be able to do a full week of writing like Stephen King, because he sits down between 8 and 8:30 in the morning at his computer. Not earlier than 8, but between 8 and 8:30, and he doesn't get up and move away from his computer before 3,000 words are done. Now that could be tricky, because there are 2 days in the week where I have clients in the gymnasium at 11 o'clock in the morning. So starting at between 8 and 8:30 in the morning, and not moving away from my desk before 3,000 words are complete might be a bit difficult on those days when I have gym clients. So let me know down in the comments if you can think of a workaround that we can do as far as that's concerned. Do I take a time out for the gym session, move straight back to my computer and punch it out again afterwards? Let me know. Anyway, the other thing that Stephen King, when he's sitting down and writing, he's got water on his desk and he has tea. Now that's a tricky one. Water, no problem whatsoever. Tea, the quality of black tea here in Spain is, let's just say it leaves a lot to be desired. Hence, me brewing up coffee every single day. So, would you, also let me know down in the comments, would you grant me the latitude to be having some coffee together with the water? I'll be 90% water consumption during my Stephen King push anyway, instead of really pathetic black tea that we get here in Spain. Let me know down below if you'll grant me that latitude while doing the Stephen King challenge. Then, while we're on the topic of Stephen King, a tip for all of us that are pushing out content, a tip for all of us who are writing. And the tip is incredibly simple. As Stephen King states, keep on keeping on. That's all. In other words, there'll be voices in your head telling you to stop. There'll be voices in your immediate vicinity, friends and family, telling you, just stop now, take a break. You've been sitting there at the computer for long enough. Take a break, come out with us into the sunshine. Let's go and do X, let's go and do Y. But Stephen King's tip is keep on keeping on. In other words, if somebody comes to him and says, are you, just stop for a while, come and do X, Y, Z. His response to that will be, do I have my 3,000 words? If I don't have my 3,000 words, the answer is no. If I do have my 3,000 words and I'm at a point that I can break off from my story, then yes. And then carrying on, keeping on from, or continuing from the keep on keeping on theme, is all of us will have a bad day from time to time, where we just can't seem to get into the writing mindset. We just can't seem to get into the blogging mindset. And this is when keep on keeping on comes into its own. When you just can't seem to get into the blogging mindset and get into a state of flow, sit down at your computer and start writing. As Virginia Woolf says, if you can't think of the right thing to write, start writing the wrong thing. Sorry, it was Margaret Atwood, my humble apologies. Start writing the wrong thing, and then the right thing will come afterwards. I think it was Margaret Atwood, or was it John Grisham? I can't exactly remember right now. But anyway, there was that tip of, if you can't think of the exact right thing to write, then start by writing the wrong thing, and then during the process of writing, the right thing will come to you, and then you can replace the wrong thing with the right thing. But anyway, Stephen King's thing is with having a bad day is sit down and write. Just sit down and write. Because through the process of writing, that's where the writing flow comes from. The writing flow doesn't come from somewhere else. The writing flow comes from the process of sitting down and writing. Then, while you're writing, just remember there's one very important, this is all part of Keep On Keeping On. One important factor to bear in mind, and that is that you have no control over the outcome. You have no control over who Googles your search query. You've got no control over, once they've Googled your search query, who chooses to click on your article. Yes, you can make your title as clickable as you possibly can. You can create an answer target that will be the Google snippet up at the top of the Google search, which will help drive traffic to you. But you've got no control over who's going to click on your article and who's going to actually read your article all the way through. You've got no control over that whatsoever. What you do have control over are the words that you type on your computer. The only thing you can control are the words that you put on a page. So when it comes to keep on keeping on, putting words on the page, because that is the aspect out of everything that you have direct control over. So put your energy into what you can control, and don't put your energy into what you have got no control over whatsoever, because it's only going to lead to feelings of disappointment and delusion and wanting to give up. Those are the tenets of the Stephen King Keep On Keeping On. So you and I, for the remainder of this week and for next week, wrapping up the end of September, let's all keep on keeping on, putting words on the page, publishing our blog posts. Let's go. But I have a session coming up in a couple of minutes with Ricky of Income School Project 24, where we're going to be discussing search analysis and how to improve our search analysis skills. Anyway, so I'm going to be going and doing that, then hitting some more content. Even though I've got 2032, I'll add those onto tomorrow's count anyway, because I need to stay awake for long enough to be able to log into the Spanish Police's website to be able to book my meeting, to be able to sort out my sister's visa application. Anyway, with that said, let me keep on keeping on. Go listen to Ricky, get some new insights as far as search analysis is concerned, and the both of us, let's smash out all of our content and finish the month as strongly as we possibly can. Then have yourselves all a really good night, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.